Hi, it's Anne here, and today's video is my monthly buys and buys video. So this is basically a video where I do a collective haul of everything I have bought in the month of June, and then I'll do my collective empty. So everything that is like my empties or like declutters, and I put them together in one video because I like to compare what's coming in versus what's going out. And this year I'm doing something a little different where I'm taking the previous month's empty value and that becomes the budget for my next month. So I'm not spending more than what's going out, if that makes sense. This video actually I eat my words. I'm pretty sure in my last video I said something to the effect of June's gonna be a low-key month and there won't be a lot on the buy side because July is my birthday month and I want to, buy something for my birthday. Yeah, that's not what happened. I think things happened. And this actually might be kind of a long video in the sense that I actually might break it up. I might do my buys first and do my empties second in a separate video if this is too long. I mean, some of these videos end up being pretty long anyway because there's, it's basically two videos in one. But if I feel like it's overwhelming, I'll split it out into two, and you'll obviously know by the title if it's part one or if it's everything all together. So stop wasting time because this is gonna be a long one, and let's get into what I bought in the month of June. So just for reference, a recap of what my budget for June was. It was $42.46. So not a whole lot, but that's what we were working with. I'm going to start today's buy section with a Bath & Body Works haul. Some of these things are in the beauty budget because they're beauty items. Some of them are house items, so they're not part of the budget, but I want to talk about Bath & Body Works in general and all together. This was actually two different purchases. So I'll talk about the house stuff first. So I bought the Fresh Lemon Waves candle. This is one of the 3-wick candles. This is the packaging. It's very pretty. It's very much like kitchen tile looking, and that's basically why I bought this, because I wanted something that would smell like clean but not too much like lemon cleaning detergent and not too much like linen like there's laundry, because sometimes too much of a laundry dryer sheet smell is too intense for me. This one is like a really nice happy medium. I haven't burnt it yet, but it's pretty strong. Like, it's a candle that you can just leave open cold, and it's really, really strong. It's not too lemony. I was a little concerned that it might have been too lemony, but I am glad I picked it up. The notes are summer citrus, orange vanilla blossom, and surfside breeze. And yeah, it's just a fresh, slightly sweet, again, it's not too citrusy, but you can get this, it's a very well-balanced type scent for me. It's not too overpowering on any specific note. And so the intention of this is to use this like when I'm cleaning the house, having this open, because I like to have like the nice fresh scent while I'm cleaning. Like I said, I haven't actually burned it yet, but it's strong enough like on cold. So that was one candle I bought. And I bought a single wick candle in Fresh Spring Morning. This is a little flowery, but you know what? Okay, I feel like my scent preferences are changing, and I kind of like some florals. I don't like super florals, like don't give me a potpourri thing. I still don't really like roses or lavender, like single note, really strong scents. But this one's not, this one's more like, yeah, you're outside. You've opened the window and you're outside and there's a garden right there. So you're getting like fresh air with a bit of like flowery scent, but not like one distinct one. It's very, very light. So, the notes aren't on the back of this. Of course the notes aren't on the back of this. So I'll put the notes on this one on the screen. But yeah, it's a bit of a floral scent, but it's not overpowering. It is to me a very spring scent though. So I said that when I was looking, I said that on my Instagram. So I posted a picture on my Instagram of all my 3-wick candles, and I was looking for scents that were either like spring and fresh or like fall type candles, because those were the two sort of realms of home scents that I don't have. I have plenty of like winter candles, and I don't like a lot of summer candles. I actually have 3 out right now, and that's one too many for me. Like I could deal with 2. One that's more of like a daytime scent and one that's more like a a richer nighttime scent. I don't like candles a whole lot in the summertime. But yeah, that's what I was looking for and wasn't going so well. So I'm assuming, I've made a huge assumption here. I'm assuming you know it's a semi-annual sale for Bath & Body Works right now, and I have been sorely disappointed. Normally in previous years, there's been a lot of stuff up front that's 50 to 75% off, and it's a pretty broad range, I felt like. I feel like this year when I've gone into the stores, it's, well, holy soaps. I went to I've been to 4 different stores, but one store I went to just before the SAS, and that's where I'll talk about my second order, or my second purchase. And so yeah, I've been to 4 different stores and it's been pretty disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of soaps, like a ton of soaps, and I don't buy Bath & Body Works soaps in general. I'm considering actually buying a couple to put at the house. I just feel like they're kind of expensive for what they are, and it's a lot of waste. I feel like Bath & Body Works, this is where I have like an inner turmoil with Bath & Body Works. I feel like there is a lot of waste, but I feel in particular with the or with the hand soaps, because I buy like the refillable package, right, with soap. So it just feels wasteful. And like in my house here, I have like an actual like container for soap. So I just buy the refillables and then, you know, fill it into like the glass container. I don't know. So that's why I don't buy like, so for me, the sale was like, there was that, then there was, so when I bought this candle, there was like a good stack of candles that were, at that time it was the $12.95, or yeah, I think $12.95 was what the price was, like 50% off. And a lot of summer scents though, like a lot of scents, and I was not looking for summer scents. I didn't want summer scents. A lot of fruity scents. Not a huge fan of like the super fruity scents. So they just didn't have anything. There were no fall candles. There were no winter candles. There were no spring candles. There was a couple actually. There was Bergamot Waters. There was something else at that time that I almost bought and I didn't. Again, I didn't want to buy too many spring things and then didn't have any room for like fall things to buy. There was also $4.95 body care, but it was all the summer stuff. And that's, to me, that's a problem. I already have summer stuff. I already have like, I have 3 different coconut ones. I have like I think I have 8 different body creams. That's the thing I like the most. And so it's like, I don't need to buy any body creams. And all of the ones I have, like 6 of the 8, I think, are like summer scents. So it's like, there was nothing really that I wanted. Let me talk about the last 2 things and then I'll keep going. I'm just super curious about anyone else, especially in Canada. I feel like the store selection so far has been pretty weak. And then yeah, I've gone back, like I said, I've been to 3 different stores while the sale is on. After I bought these, when I went to 2 different other stores, one store didn't have barely any candles at half off. Nothing was 75% off. And the one store I went to, they had a wall of candles that were like the $12.95, but it was one type of candle. They had like 4 blueberry something, and then they had like 100. I don't know how many fit on the shelf, but like maybe 100 of like, I think it was like hibiscus waterfall or something. I was like, did they get like, it's like almost that one store got the whole distribution of one scent. Like it was super weird. And another store had like I think it was a 75% off candle maybe, or maybe just 50% off. And it was the 'Tis the Season candle. But again, it was just one whole display of just 'Tis the Season. And I'm like, what? So weird. So I don't know. It's been very like lackluster, I feel like, so far. I'm kind of hoping maybe it'll pick up. It still goes on until July 11th, I think. So we'll see. If I've seen online too, it has changed. So they have been bringing on some fall scents online. I've been kind of checking online as well. And I've seen online that they've been bringing forward some fall scents. So hopefully in store there might be, that's really what I'm looking for right now, is I'd like to buy maybe one, I might even just buy a single wick candle if they've got it, like 75%. I just want to maybe get one fall candle and then maybe a couple of fall scents for the wallflowers. So that's what I'm going to talk about right now. When I bought those candles, I also bought 2 wallflowers. I really like wallflowers. Yeah, I just really like them. Nothing more to say on that. The one that I've got plugged in right now, that's why it's in the little thing. I need to buy a new thing. This one's getting kind of gross. Is Saltwater Breeze. And this one is fresh linen, violet leaves, water blossom, white musk, and that's it. This one's super light. I can almost barely smell it. Like it is a super, super light scent. And just like kind of a fresh scent. again, no super distinct note. Just sort of like a fresh, clean air type scent. So that's nice. And then the other one that I bought was Turquoise Water. So I haven't plugged this one in yet. I don't know what it smells like. The fragrance note on this one is Coastal Waters, Sparkling Bergamot, and Sun-Drenched Musk. So I'm hoping I like this. Again, as another fresh scent. But like I said, I want a couple of fall scents. The other two scents I have is I think a pina colada one or a coconut colada maybe, and leaves. So again, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a couple of fall scents if I can, to sort of, that's when I like wallflowers the most, I think, is in the fall. That's when I like candles too, probably. Fall and winter for me, for candles, for sure. So that was the first order. This is going to be a long video. Or not order, I went in store and got those. Prior to that, I did go in store right before SAS happened. I don't know about you guys, but for me, Bath & Body Works is one of those stores. It's like, oh, I've got a few minutes to kill. I'll just like wander around. And I was in a different store. I was over at Bramalea City Center, if anyone's familiar with the GTA area. And I always find it interesting how like the different stores have different layouts and different sort of things. And this store actually had a really good mini section. It was up near the front, like not near the cash. There always is the mini section near the cash. They had this other sort of display up near the front. And they had all sorts of mini like sprays. I never see these here. I see like some, like this one in particular. This is the Love fragrance. I've seen this in a bunch of stores. But most of the stores I've been to just don't have the mini fragrances. And I love the mini fragrance because I love the size of this. I don't go through fragrance very fast. I don't like to use a fragrance like a whole lot. Like I mix up the scent. Like I use these like every different day. I can't use one like day after day after day. And I just find the large sizes, it's just too much. It's too much. I'll never get through it. I'd rather have a ton of minis where I can alternate the scents or even layer up the scents than buy the bigger ones and then feel stuck with like 2 or 3 fragrances for years, like literally years. I've had the gingham one for like, I don't know, 4 years now? No, maybe it was 2019? I can't remember exactly, but again, and I barely put a dent in it. So anyway, I bought 3 of the mini fragrances. They had a buy 2 get 1 free. And I'm really glad I did buy this because I haven't seen, this is the newest scent. This is Summer Melody. I love this scent. I am resisting the urge to buy this in all the things. Again, so another rant of mine. I keep seeing people in the States like showing like these kinds of scents on sale. They're not on sale here. Like this one, there's like Gingham Love, like all of them are on the wall for like buy 3 get 1 free or something. Like they're not in the 50 to 75% off sale. So I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, this is the Summer Melody scent. Yeah, I want to buy all of the stuff in this. I love the scent of this. The description, I've had to write the description on all these because I'm really gripey in this video. I'm sorry. They don't put the scent notes on the back of the minis, and I don't know why they don't put them there. But anyway, this one is Golden Honeydew and Bronzed Vanilla. Love this scent. Yeah, like the melon. I love the vanilla part being a bit like warmer vanilla, like a, yeah, it's not like a bakery vanilla. It's more like like a musky vanilla, like a perfume type vanilla. And that melon scent reminds me of cucumber melon a little bit. I loved that scent. But yeah, I love this. Love this. This is going to be my summer. This is going to be my summer scent. So if you smell me in the summer, this will probably be one of the things I'm likely wearing most of the time. The other one I bought that I've already kind of shown was this Love Always Wins Rainbow Wave. So this is sort of part of their Pride collection. I was going to buy the candle as well, but I decided to just get the spray. The notes on this are Sunny Sangria, Bright Melon, and Misty Water. So it's a bit similar. Again, it's kind of fruity, but light, very light, and fresh. Like it's just sort of a light, fresh scent. I find this one, the scent dissipates on me very quickly. Like I can spray it and then like half an hour later, I can't smell it at all. It's a very, very light fragrance. I feel like I've used this one quite a bit this past month. Yeah, you can kind of see. I've used this one probably the most. And then the third one, this one was sort of like I wasn't gonna buy this, and then like there was a lady, a person that works in the store that was helping another lady, and they're like, oh, this scent's so lovely, blah, blah, blah. And I had smelled it earlier when I had gone through the store, and I'm like, I'll get that one as my third one because I couldn't figure out a third scent to buy or third thing for the two for one, or I guess it was like 3 buy 2 get 1. There we go. So this one is Fresh Getaway. I just thought this might be a nice light scent. Again, for like spring, summertime. It is bright yuzu citrus and fresh ocean air. So you can see there's a bit of a pattern in all the things that I bought. Yeah, this one's not strong at all. Like there's very, very little scent to this. And it smells just a bit citrusy, more orange citrusy. I think that's what yuzu is. It's a type of orange. And then just like a freshness to it. So it's nice. It's not very strong at all. So those were the 3 scents that I bought. I was looking, like I wanted to buy like something that was like warm vanilla sugar. I thought warm vanilla sugar would be on sale because it's like an older type fragrance, but something in that family. I was looking for like a vanilla, a nice strong vanilla scent, sweet vanilla scent, and like nothing. Couldn't find it anywhere that was in the sale thing. Again, everything was all like the summer stuff. I did find one thing though that actually surprised me. So in one of the stores I was just kind of randomly, what I do is like I'll put like a fragrance here, and then if I can remember I might put like a couple in here. And so I had actually put, I think it was Bonfire Bash in the lotion, which I don't usually buy the lotions because I don't like them. And then I put, I think it was Sweet Whiskey on this side, and the Sweet Whiskey was like the shimmer lotion. And yeah, that shimmer lotion is like, it's way too much glitter. I don't like it at all. And it didn't have much of a scent. Like I didn't really smell it, to be honest. But the Bonfire Bash, I kept smelling my arm. Like I'd be walking, I'm like, what is that smell? I'm like, it's the Bonfire Bash, and it smells so good. I'm kind of like regret not going back and getting that, even though I'm not a big lotion fan. One of the reasons why I didn't go back and buy it is for budget reasons. I knew that I shouldn't buy it because, spoiler, I'm over budget. But yeah, I just kept like smelling my arm, and I realized I think I kind of like marshmallow smells. I think I'm into maybe not too strong of a marshmallow scent, but it was that hint of like toasted marshmallow that was just, it was really, really nice. So if I see that again, I'd prefer again a body cream. I like the body creams, but if I see it in the lotion again, I might pick that one up. But yeah, that was my Bath and Body Works journey the past few weeks. Yeah, I was on the hunt for things that I couldn't find, but I ended up buying some stuff anyway. I'm actually almost glad that I couldn't find a lot of things because definitely was much better for my wallet. So now let's go on to a couple of winners purchases. So I talked about buying these palettes before, and if you follow me on Instagram, I already posted this, that I bought this. This is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Vibes Blueberry Muffin palette. I haven't even swatched this yet, but I was on the hunt for this. I knew I'd come across it eventually. Well, I was pretty confident that I'd come across this eventually. Sorry, that's what it looks like if you have not seen it, but I'm pretty sure most people have seen this. Just looking at it, yeah, I'm glad I bought this. This color story speaks to me. I'm super happy about this. I talked about it last month. I got the Los Angeles palette. I have actually played with that since my purchase. I wore it yesterday actually for Pride. Well, I used some of the shades in it for Pride. But yeah, I'm super happy that I bought this. Again, I knew it was going to be putting me sort of like over budget. It's also sort of put me in the range of, well, it's put me in the danger zone. Not even danger zone. I'm past the danger zone, I guess, at this point of palettes. So my goal was to not buy more than 4 palettes this year. I've personally bought 4 palettes, and we're halfway through the year. And I did get the 1 palette in the lucky bag. So, and the funny thing is, I was looking at my little list, because I have my list of what were the 4 palettes. 3 of the 4 I bought were BH Cosmetics ones. So I bought the BH Romantic Nomad palette, the Lost in Los Angeles palette, and the Blueberry Muffin palette. Yeah, I think I need to like cool it on the BH palettes. I think we're done. Again, I think I'm really gonna try and cool it on buying any more palettes this year. Like I said, maybe fall, maybe the Sephora sale in like November. Potentially we'll buy a palette at that point. But I really want to cool it. My other exception, so I have 2 exceptions. If I come across a NARS palette at like Winners or Marshalls that I really want to get, that's like a good deal, I will get it because I really want to try NARS palette, but not spend NARS prices. And then maybe again, like if there's a palette that comes out you know, there's always like the holiday releases and stuff. If there's something that comes out late in the year, I might pick something up like in this for sale like late in the year. But like, I'm trying to cut myself off here on this one because it's getting overwhelming, to be honest. I'm thinking, because I haven't fully tried the Los Angeles one, and I still haven't tried the blueberry muffin one. So that's 2 whole palettes that I need to play with. This one though, I'm gonna wait. This one I'm gonna use, I think, in September. To me, it's more of like a fall color story, like a September type color story, or even winter. So I don't want to use this over the summer. So it's gonna sit and wait patiently for me. I'm looking at my timer right now, and it's been 22 minutes. And I apologize to anybody who like hates Bath and Body Works because I spent like way too long talking about it. So the other winter's purchase that I picked up was this. So again, I talked about this in my previous video, that I was looking for a magnetic liquid liner. I ended up buying a liner with lashes from Absolute New York, and I had taken video and photo footage in Winners and Marshalls, and my phone pocket dialed. Basically, it was like a photo that I didn't realize I took because I just moved my phone down. I took a photo of this and completely missed it. I regretted it ever since. So I did come across this again. It was $6.99, so I think that's a pretty good deal. The box is ripped open because the instructions are on the inside of the box. I just wanted to know, you're not supposed to let it dry. So you're supposed to put the liner on and then place the lashes pretty much right away. You don't need to let it dry. I am wearing it today, and it seems to be good. It seems to be fine so far. I need to compare it to the New York one. The Absolute New York one. I haven't really compared them. And the other challenge is the lashes, like the Ardell lashes that I got in the kit. They're getting kind of wonky. They're getting to the point where it's like, I'm not sure how many more times I can wear them. I have them on today, but like I could tell they're getting wonky. And I haven't seen yet in store anywhere where they just have the magnetic lashes without the liner. I keep seeing the kit, but not just the demi wispies without the liner. I need to look again, but so far, like off the top of my head, I can't think I've seen just the lashes, because I prefer to just buy lashes. I'm loving these magnetic lashes. They're so easy to put on, and they're so comfortable. I don't know if it, like, you know, maybe they're wonky on camera. I have no idea, but they feel fine. I'm not big on lashes. I find they're uncomfortable. I feel like they always lift in the corner. I don't get that issue with the magnetic. They don't lift the way other lashes do. So I'm happy with this purchase, but I feel like I wasted money buying the other thing. I should have just taken the other thing back, but I just didn't know if I would come across this again, so I didn't want to take it back. So anyway, I have 2 liquid magnetic liquid liners now, so there's that. Harley just said a burp. He is like intensely staring at me because it's close to dinner time. So he's just waiting for me to finish filming. The next thing that I want to talk about is I did place a Stylevana order. So you'll see in my empties that I finished my COSRX snail thingy. So bought a new one, placed a Stylevana order, bought a new one. I could have bought this at Walmart, but sometimes I don't see it at Walmart. It's not always there. And of course I was at Walmart this past month, and I did see it there, and I'm like, well, that was a waste. So I've already started using this. This is a replacement purchase for me. This is one of the reasons why, I should say one of the, yeah, it is. I guess this is one of the reasons why I've kind of spent a lot this month. I had 2 things I needed to replace, and one thing that was kind of, I've gone through a few serums, so it wasn't a like replace, but it was kind of like, I finished up these serums, so I'm buying a new serum, so if that makes sense. So a lot of skincare. So really a lot of my budget was on skincare this past month. So I'm just gonna run through the things that I bought for myself from Stylevana. There were some things in the photo, again, on my Instagram, I posted a photo about what I got in the Stylevana box. I just showed a photo of it. And there's some things in there for a future giveaway. I'm planning on doing a giveaway in July, I think. I've been buying a couple things over this past month to put in a giveaway. So if you're not subscribed, this would be a great time to subscribe. Maybe put that little notification thing. I don't use that notification thing very often, so I don't know how it works. I only have like 2 or 3 people's channels that I actually put notifications on for. But yeah, stay tuned. There should be a giveaway in July. The other thing I bought, again, this was a serum. This is the Madagascar Centella Ampule from Skin. Is it like Skin 1004 or Skin 1004? I don't know. I've used this once. I used it last night, I think, for the first time. I did do a patch test earlier, and I had no issues. It's just a little guy. It's a little plastic bottle. I've been really interested in Centella products, so I thought I'd give this one a whirl and see how it goes. Centella's supposed to be for like calming. Does it say on here? Yeah, it says calming and hydrating. So like if you have a lot of redness, apparently this is really good. I follow James Welsh. Well, I follow both of the brothers. I think James Welsh is I think he's the skincare one. The one that's the skincare one, we have really similar tastes in product, and I know he uses Centella and likes it. He uses different Centella type products, but he said it's really helped, I think, with like the redness and like calming his skin. So I wanted to give this a try and see how it worked. I also got a foot peeling mask. I've never tried this one before. I've tried we have like the Life brand, which is the drugstore brand from Shoppers Drug Mart. I've tried their foot mask, but I haven't seen it in stores. Like I kind of keep checking and I haven't seen it. So I ended up just adding this to my order, which again, I kind of regret because when I was getting the Ardell, I found that Ardell liner, and in the store that I was in, they had like 3 different foot masks, like peeling foot mask kits, and each kit had 3 sets in them. And I'm like, and it was like the same price as what this, which was like I think around $6 or $7. And this is just one kit. I'm actually gonna try and use this today, I hope, if I remember. Again, I've never used this one. It's from Esfolio though, so it's from the brand with the face masks that I like, so I'm hoping I like this. Like I said, I've used the Life brand foot masks, so yeah, here's hoping that I like this. But I think if I see the foot masks again, it's like one of those times where it's like, I hope this isn't the only time I ever see these foot masks in store. I'm hoping at Winners or Marshalls I'll come across foot masks again, and if I do, I will pick them up. Budget be damned, because I've never seen them before, and I was super excited that I saw foot peeling, like the peeling type mask. I want the peely masks. My feet are horrendous. I actually meant to use that last week because I had a couple things to do this week, and I was around people and I was wearing sandals, and I'm like, my feet are horrendous and I am so sorry. I meant to do it last week because I know it takes a few days for it to like actually do its thing, and I forgot. So yeah, we're gonna do it this week. And I bought myself a blush. This was a total impulse purchase. It was called the Jelly Dough Blusher from Holika, and it just intrigued the crap out of me. Spoiler alert, I bought a second one in a different shade for the giveaway. But I was looking for, I think I mentioned this in a previous video, I'm looking for like brownish type blushes. Unfortunately, this one's not as brown as I liked. It's a bit more peachy. That's what it looks like. I'll do a little like swatch here on my... Where can we do this where you can see it? I'll do it on the back of my hand. You're supposed to use a little pad. Try this. It's a bit more, yeah, peachy instead of brownie. I still kind of like, I mean, I haven't tried it on my face yet. I still like the shade, but unfortunately it's not what I was looking for. This one's called Nuts Jelly. I think you can see that. I got a bit of self-tanner going on right now, so my skin's a little bit deeper, at least on my arms and my hands. Yeah, I am excited to play with this, but this was totally an impulse purchase. Yeah, but anyway, it was around, yeah, it was $8.50, so not very expensive at all. And then again, you'll see this is, there's actually one more thing that I bought in this order, but I want to talk about it with some other things. So I'm holding off on that item. The next thing I want to talk about is I bought a e.l.f. Superhydrate moisturizer. This is like a gel moisturizer. I've not really heard anybody talk about this one. I saw the Hello Hydrate one, and then I saw this one, and I'm like, well, Superhydrate sounds like way more up my alley. My skin is so dry. I don't know what's going on. It's never been this dry in summertime. My face just feels like it's flaky and peely all the time. Like it's almost getting like drier at the end of the day. It's really, really bizarre. I don't know what's going on. I haven't tried this yet. So there is an empty that corresponds with this. I have finished the moisturizer that I was using, but I am using a deluxe sample right now. So I'm trying to finish that deluxe sample up from another brand before I crack this open. But yeah, it's just called Superhydrate. I've never heard anybody talk about this. It's just like a gel. Looks kind of jelly jiggle. Doesn't really have much of a scent or anything. So I'm hoping I like this. For the price, it was not bad. It was $15 for 48 grams, which, I mean, the other stuff, forget, Kiehl's was like, what, $50 for the same price, or $60? No, maybe $40. Maybe I'm like overblowing the price. Anyway, way more than $15. So I wanted to look for some other cheaper alternatives, except for now that I've bought this, and I'm like, I haven't really seen it anywhere else. Maybe that was a bad idea, because if I like it, it's probably gonna be hard to get. Although I will say, I'm not usually a gel moisturizer person anymore. Now that I have dry skin. Back when I had like oily skin, definitely would have been up my alley to use more of a gel type moisturizer. I never used moisturizer back in the day. That's probably why I had a lot of acne and oil problems, because I think my skin was dehydrated, even though it was oily. That makes sense. Okay, I'm trying to talk fast here. I think I'm like, there's so many things going on here. The last thing I want to talk about is I finally purchased all of the mascaras and concealers that I want to test. Soon, 5 minutes, buddy. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about these. I just want to mention what I bought, because I'm going to have whole videos on this. I've already been testing all of these things pretty much. All the testing is happening right now. So in the Stylevana Order, I picked up the Seam Tip Concealer. I think that's what it's called. And I got it in the brightening shade. I also picked up the Rimmel, the Multitasker Concealer in the shade 040 Ivory. I picked up the Revlon Colorstay Skin Awaken Caffeine plus Vitamin C 5-in-1 Concealer. I got this in the 002 Universal Brightener shade. And then I picked up this Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer in the shade 05 Ivory. And then mascaras that I picked up the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen mascara. I think everything I got was like blackest black or very black. Like I got the blackest version I could get. This one is the Maybelline the Falsies Lash Lift. And then this one I actually obviously have not tried recently. I used to use this all the time in the past. This is the Maybelline Great Lash, and this is in blackest black. I actually wasn't gonna buy this to test. Like this wasn't on my list of mascaras to potentially try, but like this one from Maybelline was like, I don't know, between $11 and $13 or something, and this one was like $4.50. And I was like, I'm curious to know, is this one really like 3 times better than this one, or is this one actually not bad? I know people like dog on this all the time, but back in the day I loved this mascara. This was the one that I used all the time. We wore this, like I did dancing, and like this is what we wore during like competitions and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to actually try this one again and compare it to the other mascaras to see, like, because this one's way cheaper. I mean, it's around Essence price. But this one might be more accessible to some people, because I don't think Essence is available everywhere. So yeah, I don't want to like talk too much in detail about those, because I'm doing testing, and I actually am going to do videos on, I'm doing a mascara testing video. The concealer testing, I haven't figured out. I've got a lot of concealers I'm testing. It's going to be about 10. So I'm debating on doing 2 or 3 different videos to like spread it out, because it's going to be a lot. But that's future Anne's problem. Current Anne's problem is her budget. So in June, so I need to give you like 2 different numbers. So again, I've talked about this in the past. The mascaras and concealer, I'm buying those specifically for testing. They're outside the budget. I made the rule. They're outside the budget. They're for testing purposes. They're not just part of my regular beauty budget. So if we exclude those 2 items, in June I spent $91.52, and the retail value was $137.05, and I brought 10 items in. So I mean, not bad, but considering I wasn't really planning on buying anything, it definitely was a lot. And I bought some other stuff that's like adjacent related to beauty stuff, which you'll see in the empties. I do have a couple of empties that I want to talk about, somewhat related, and it was like I just felt like I was buying a lot this past month. And again, I decided to buy, like, I'm done with my concealer and mascara buying. Like, that is it. I have enough to test. I'm not going to be buying any more, so that won't be part of this confusing diagram of math that I'm doing. So if you recall, my budget was what, like $40-something? My budget was $42.46, and I spent $91.52. So I'm like way over budget, way over budget. Not great. So yeah, that really dug into the July budget. But again, a lot of it, like 3 items were skincare items that I needed to buy anyway. So if I bought them in June or I bought them in July, I would have bought them. They would have ate into the budget either way. I mean, there's maybe a couple things. Like I'd say the liner, the mascara, the liner, the blush, and the eyeshadow palette were the 3 things. And that was about $11. That was about $21, $22 right there that I didn't need to spend. So I did want to share though overall. So if I add in the everything, like all the mascaras and all the concealers, so even the ones that I bought in previous months that I did not include. So far, halfway through the year, I have spent $608.75. For comparison, in 2021, at this point in the year, halfway through the year, I spent $1,248.83. So I'm about half. My spend is about half from last year, which I think is pretty good. And last year at this time, I brought in 122 items, whereas this year I brought in so far 71. So not half there, a little bit more than half, but not bad. If I look at sort of my breakdown of what I brought in, again, most has been on makeup. $415 of the $600 is makeup, and about $100 is skincare. So those are the 2 biggest categories. Tools is pretty high at $60. I'm not really sure. I think brushes. I'm not sure what else I brought. Brushes and sponges. That's basically what that is. From a makeup perspective, it's actually not bad though. Like when I broke it down and I looked at, it's all like one thing, except for, so foundation, I've only actually bought 1 foundation, but I have 7 here listed because I counted the minis that I got from Wet n Wild. Maybe I've bought more than 1. Yes, so I counted each of my Wet n Wild ones. There was 3 different shades, and they gave me 2 minis of each different shade. So that was 6 little minis that I got. So that one looks like a lot. So 6 of the items are those like little mini foundations. But everything else, so like excluding mascara and concealer, the biggest category is eyeshadow palettes, which I have 5. Lip liner, there was 2. Bronzer, there's 1. Eyeliner, like regular eyeliner, there was 1. 1 powder, 1 highlighter, 1 brow gel, 1 lip gloss, 1 lip balm, 1 blush, 1 lipstick. Like it's all just ones. So I feel like that's pretty good. Although I guess my liquid eyeliner is 2. That's okay. And the funniest thing is hair care. I've bought, the only thing that are listed in my hair care, I technically have listed 3 items because there was 2 scrunchies in the lucky bag thing that I got with the like towel scrunchies, and 1 dry shampoo. That is it. That is all I bought in hair care so far in 2022. I've made it halfway through the year without buying like shampoo, conditioner, hairspray, hair oil, any hair treatments. It's like, that's crazy. I've had enough that I don't need to buy anything. I mean, I could do the same thing with makeup, but I did not need to buy pretty much any of the makeup that I bought. All of it has been for funsies. So yeah, it's been interesting to just really analyze where I'm spending things, how it's been different from previous years. Even though last year I was on a budget as well, like I was pretty restricted last year compared to some other years. I'm still even like less this year. It's tough though, I'm not gonna lie. So again, this is a long video. I have a bit of a story time. I had a dream the other night that this is where I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this budget because it's like literally messing with my head. I had a dream that I stole makeup from a store. I've never stolen makeup ever in my life. I'm just gonna put that out there. If I stole anything, I would have just guilt written all over my face. Like, it would be impossible for me to steal anything. And I dreamt that I stole, I think it was like a blush and eyeshadow or something. I think it was like a single eyeshadow and a blush. And it was like a drugstore. Like, it was like just a store. I just like a drugstore. I stole it because I was like, well, if I steal this, then it won't count towards my budget. So it won't like, yeah, it won't be impacting my budget. And no one will know. And then I was like, oh, but then people are going to see it in my collection and then they're going to ask, where did that come from? And I'm going to talk about the products. And then it's like, but then I can't explain where it came from. Like, oh my God, I woke up and I was just like, my brain is so messed up with this budget stuff. Like, I think I'm going to rethink some things a little bit because this has been, like, that was hilarious. Like, I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm insane. But yeah, I think maybe I need to rethink this budget stuff because I think I'm overthinking. I'm spending too much brain cells on this, and there's other things in my life that are maybe a little bit more important to focus on. So yeah. Anyway, it's fun. I'm curious. Have you ever had dreams about makeup. I have dreams that I'm shopping about makeup. They're great. I love those dreams. Or like I'm in like a Sephora. It's usually like a nondescript store. It's usually never like actually Sephora or actually Shoppers Drug Mart. It's usually just a beauty store, and I'm looking at all the different makeup and trying to pick out what I want to buy. Those are great. Those are fun. I have a lot of dreams, by the way. Anyway, this video is going to be super long, so that is the first half. We're going to just talk about the buys. We're just talking about June buys. Who knew? The month that I said I wasn't really going to buy a lot, we have a whole video on buys. So stay tuned for the good buys, or the empties half of this, and I'll talk about the budget, the actual numbers, and where we're headed for in July. I'm going to try and release these two videos close together, but they will be separate videos, so you know, you can take a breather before going into the second half. Anyway, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.